Hi, I'm Angela, and today I'm going to talk to you about perfectionism. Now, I've posted a couple of times about perfectionism, and I've had people ask me, how do I overcome it? Now, I remember years ago when perfectionism wasn't actually seen as a problem. It was kind of like, oh, I'm a perfectionist. Like everyone would be like, oh, wow, you're so great. You're a perfectionist. You'd go for an interview and it would be like, what are your strengths and weaknesses? Strengths used to be, I'm good with people, work well as part of a team. What are your weaknesses? Perfectionism, I have to get everything right, blah, blah. That was seen as a good thing. But I think now more and more people are just taking it to extremes. Like I said in my post yesterday, people can have like a high attention to detail, but it can also mean that they've planned for every single outcome of anything going wrong to the point where they have reenacted the bad situations in absolutely everything. So their high attention to detail is actually sort of an underlying symptom for sort of something a bit more stressy, more anxiety. And I know a lot of people, it's an underlying feeling of there's a dread of being sort of found out, that they're not good enough, that they shouldn't be in that room with those people, that the work that they've handed in just isn't good enough. Now the thing is, everybody is different. So you can have one person come to you and say, they're highly organised, their attention to detail is over the top. Now what you want to ask yourself is where that belief comes from. Where does that belief that you have to do everything, that everything has to be perfect, where does that originate from? Now what if once you start asking yourself these questions, that you find out, actually, that wasn't my belief. I didn't come up with that. Somebody told me years ago, I handed a report in and they slated it and I didn't get over it. Like a teacher at school could have told you, could have handed some piece of art in and thought it was amazing, and they could have told you it was rubbish. Something as simple as that, but you've carried that on because you never dealt with it at the time. Just start to really sit with yourself and question your beliefs. Can you remember a time before that you felt okay about things, that you didn't have this idea that everything had to be perfect? Sometimes the thought of handing stuff in just used to give me like deep-rooted anxiety, or just, ruin your weekend. And then, like I've spoken about before, so the Sunday night anxiety. So start asking yourself some different questions, originating questions. Where did this feeling come from? Where did it first start? What was it like before this? How did you manage before? Did you always have this thought of perfectionism? Because the chances are you probably didn't. And once you find out exactly where these beliefs and feelings came from, you can start to unravel and work out exactly what you can do to then overcome and be able to be free from the perfectionism. But it is a decision, and it's, what do you value more, pain or pleasure? Let me know your experiences in the comments. I'm Angela Buckley, and if you've made it this far, thank you very much for watching.